In terms of feeding your animals, there are certain things you need to take into consideration. And the first one is to know the nutritional content of it. Usually in feed for pigs, we deal with proteins, which are usually the soybean, fish meal, and other things. And then we also deal with carbohydrate, usually the corn aspect of it, or biscuits. And we have fiber, that's the wheat bran and this rice bran aspect, and minerals. So whatever feed ingredient you're going to get, make sure that you know the nutritional content of it. This is what I'm doing. I'm buying this particular ingredient because of the protein it will provide, or because of the carbohydrate, which is the energy it will give to my animal. That is why I'm buying this. And again, also look at the quality of this raw product you're buying. I know we say pig farming, most of your cost will come into feeding. So people find ways to cut corners. And in terms of cutting the corners, they end up buying inferior quality feed for their animals. Assume you're buying the corn, you're not supposed to buy the corn that is moldy or spot or has this foul smell coming out of it, all in the name of cutting cost because you're getting it cheap there. You get it all right, but after feeding it to your animals, you see that it is now costing you more in terms of treatment when animals start falling sick. And mind you, thousand binders you buy to mix with this moldy food will not save you in this time. So all you need to do is ensure you buy the quality one, no matter how much it costs you. Survey around or just move around the community, window shop. There are places you get the feed ingredients at a very cheap price, and then you buy it in bulk, go and store them. Usually, if you don't buy these farmers or the crop farmers, what they do is they discard them. Currently, the bag of maize is costing about 700 Ghana cedis, and they might sell that one to you maybe for 250. You are getting it at a very cheap price, but you end up wasting your time, wasting your resources, and adding more money into treating your animals when they start falling sick. Also, mind you that if you are feeding this moldy food to your pregnant pigs, the pregnancy has the potential to get terminated, or the piglets will be born with all forms of defectives that you will not even understand. Blind eyes, broken legs, weak piglets, slow growth, like they come out all deformed completely if they are not dead on the spot for you to see. So you need to look at the quality of the feed because you want cheap things. You don't have to compromise the quality. Make sure you strike a balance to get the quality feed at an affordable price. And also, if you are sourcing for this already made feed, there are some feed ingredients you can't just get them at the local side. You have to go to where they manufacture them and they get them in their bag. So with that, if you're going to buy, I always say get to a reliable and reputable, like a well-recognized brand that this brand is known for quality in this. Go there and buy the feed from that particular shop. Avoid buying rebagged product. There are some people they import this product and they open the bags of it and start rebagging them all by mixing other ingredients to increase the quantity of the feed but reduce the quality of it. So rebagged product should not be used for your animals. So always be sure you buy it from a reputable supplier. That one usually they do the right thing. As they import it, they sell it the same way to you, wholly. No forgery and no alterations in the feed. Once I've also been able to know that this is a reputable supplier that I can buy my feed from, I trust them and I can buy my feed product from. What you need to do next is to ensure that the category of pig you are buying it for is indicated on it. So you can ask yourself, I'm going to buy this feed because I'll be using it to feed my piglets. So I'm going in for piglets formulated feed or for lactating mothers that are breastfeeding piglets. I'm going to buy it for them. So always go there and buy it based on what you will be using it for. And don't take the labels and writings on the packages for granted. And again, in terms of storage, after you have formulated your feed, assuming you want to buy this ingredient, came to your farm, you mail them, you mix them, and then you pack them and started to store them. In terms of storage, you keep them in a well-ventilated place, free from moisture and these rodents. They have the potential to contaminate the feed. And then with proper labels on it, on the bags or the containers, label it clearly to show that this container contains feed for piglets. This one is for growers. This one is for lactating sows. So that when your farm attendant or yourself is feeding to the animals, you know that this bag is for piglets. You go and fetch it, give it to them. This is for winners. You give it to them. This is for lactating sows. If you have a lot of people working with you on the farm, label it for everybody to be aware of it, that this bag it contains feed for this kind of animals to avoid mixing grower feed to winners or piglets. But in case you want to know exactly how to go about the feed formulation, that one, if I want to talk, we talk plenty and you might get overwhelmed. So just get in the description, you get yourself a guide on how to formulate this feed and how to feed them, the quantity for which you need to give it to them on a daily basis. You get to know it right, and then everything should be perfect for you.